Hi, Megan.
Hello, Megan. Good morning.
We thought you'd make you jealous. Right now, we're in a beautiful setting in my house with my beautiful roommates, which is Stephanie's next to me, and Angela's actually shooting her right now. And so I'm wearing my bathing suit so I don't cover my legs. And I hurt my shoulder rock climb. This is a rock climb room. Anyway, I guess what I want to give a reply to, well, actually I forgot my cup. Never mind. Anyway, I want to give a reply to fasting. A lot of people have asked me about fasting recently, and I really believe in fasting. And right now, Stephanie has some words to say about it. I said I went a 4-water fast. I think for the most part, any disease, which I dealt with, past 2 days, I dealt with ovarian cancer twice, lung cancer, AIDS, what else? Constipation and candida, and you had candida, right?
I had candida, yep.
And what we talked about was the girl who I talked to last night. I don't want to mention any names. She was actually on macrobiotic, and then she went raw. And the way she went raw was she had breakfast. She had seaweed, beets, carrots, salt, and oil.
Bad choice.
Bad choice. And that's what I said. The information about raw food, even though those who know, in my opinion, don't know. Which means, in my opinion, good.
Okay.
Well, talk about fruit. What you ate in order to get rid of your candida?
What I ate to get rid of candida was fruit and leafy greens.
And no fat.
And no fat, no salts, no fats. It was just literally fruit and leafy greens and nothing else.
And how long did it take to get rid of that candida?
Not long at all.
Not long at all.
I took years. It took years to try to get rid of candida.
Right.
Doing even cooked vegan. And then when I went into raw, like I did fats, but when I went fruitarian is when it went away. It took, I think, probably about a month for it to clear up. Just doing fruitarian, doing no fat, just fruit and leafy greens.
Right, and you have to eat a lot to make sure. Well, I know you eat a lot, but you have to eat a lot.
I eat a lot, yeah.
You eat a lot. I eat a lot too.
I have a question.
Fine.
What?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Some people say that sugars help the candida to thrive. Is that
If
true?
you eat fat.
If you eat fat.
If you eat fat, that's why you can't eat fat.
Now you have to get rid of the avocado, the olive oil, and any fat in your diet. Although durian's okay, isn't it?
Durian is okay, but when I first did the fruitarian, I actually didn't do any durian. I cut out all fat. I didn't even eat fat for a few months.
Durian is 20% fat, though.
Yeah, it's
and avocado is 60 to 80% fat, I think.
Yeah, 80% fat, and then durian's 30% fat.
Wow. Okay.
But
would you know, like, why because when they say that the sugars help the candida to thrive, and you say that if you eat fat with the sugar, then it thrives. Would you know why that happens?
Because fat goes to cells, and sugar cannot get into the cells.
And then it gets absorbed.
Then what it is, it's called you're putting, when candida is normal in the system. When you have like a great influx of complex carbs, and the body turns it quickly into sugar, the body can't break it down. All food has something called guar and pectin, which slow down the absorption of sugar. Anyway, let's talk about fasting.
okay, so
Anyway, this is going by Herbert Shelton. Good.
So these are the things that the pros and the cons. Summing up the pros and cons of fasting as a therapeutic measure. So fasting does not cause the stomach to shrink up.
Okay, that does not cause stomach to shrink. People are very afraid of fasting, but to me, fasting is the key, and we'll explain later why.
Fasting does not cause the walls of the stomach to grow together.
Okay.
Fasting does not paralyze the bowels.
Okay, believe it or not, when you're on a fasting diet, that's where my shoulder. When you're on a fasting diet, and I was on a fasting diet like 3 times, I did not have a bowel movement. That means the body uses energy to go to the bathroom, which means the body, in order to do it the best it can, it doesn't. You don't have a bowel movement.
You're not eating any food.
Right, but I'm just saying. A lot of times I met a guy. I was with a guy, and actually in Tanglewood, he was diagnosed with colitis or Crohn's. He had a bowel movement every day for 17 days. Every single day, 1 or 2.
Wow.
I guess on the 18th day, he had blood coming out. And that's when the body really kind of cleared up all the walls. But the body decides, you're out of the picture, but the body decides. The whole thing about fasting is you just leave the body alone to heal itself. Okay, next one.
Fasting does not impoverish the blood nor produce anemia.
Okay, and it's almost just the opposite. When people have anemia, basically it's not the iron, it's not a question of iron factor. It's a question the cells are so coated, the iron cannot be received by the cells. That causes anemia. Next.
Fasting does not produce acidosis.
Okay, I don't know too much about that, but no.
Fasting does not cause the heart to weaken or collapse.
Almost just the opposite. I met a guy who had a 98% heart blockage. He was told by his doctor on Friday afternoon that he needed a quadruple bypass on Monday morning. He had 98% heart blockage. Saturday he heard about, I guess I can mention his name, Dr. Joel Furman. Sunday he visited him. Monday he canceled the operation, went to see Joel Furman. He put him under strict supervision for like 6 months. And then he went on a 21-day water fast. His plaque around his heart completely went away, and he actually wrote a book. I don't know his name though, but he gave a lecture at my store. Yeah.
Fasting does not produce malnutritional edema.
It doesn't. What it does is basically what it does. It goes to what works in priorities. Whatever area of the body is weakest, it will go to first in order to heal it. It prioritizes like the job. What's most important? What's the least important? Go ahead.
Fasting does not produce tuberculosis or predispose to its development.
No. I can't say no, but fasting doesn't do that.
Fasting does not reduce resistance to disease.
Fasting does not reduce resistance to disease. What it does, the body feeds off the diseased tissue and actually disposes of it. Which means any diseased tissue you have, the body changes it into usable form and gets rid of it. Next.
Fasting does not injure teeth.
No, it does not injure teeth. I never got punched yet by fasting. Go ahead.
Fasting does not injure the nervous system.
And everything the body does, the fasting always does everything to the highest priority. It does everything based on love. Good. Actually, someone with MS, and generally it does affect your nervous system. People with MS, she went for 21 days, and she did not get better. That was actually that's not true. She got better. She was able to walk for the first time without any crutches.
Wow.
And then she never really continued on. Sometimes it may require 3 or 4 fasts. Okay.
Okay. Fasting does not injure any of the vital organs.
No, fasting will always do everything to your highest good.
I agree.
Oh, good. That means, not only that, when you go on a fast, for every month you are, say for example, I'm 63 years old, I need a fast for 63 days. What it does, for every day you fast, it clears up 1 year of toxic waste in your system. And if you go on a raw food diet, 100%, it's 1 month. So in 63 days, I can become like a young 1-year-old stud.
Wow, so I'm set. I'm 28 and...
Right.
Cool. Fasting does not injure the body's glands.
No.
Fasting does not cause abnormal psychism.
More like you get more clear of who you are and what you want to be, who you are. I actually did a study in South Africa. They did at that time, I don't know, about 20, 30 years ago, in South Africa, raw food began getting like a big name. So they said, a group of people said, we're going to put this to stop. Once and for all, we're going to take this to a psych clinic, to a place where there's sick people, not normal psychotics, something like that. Anyway, they had to stop it after 1 month because everybody began leaving. Because they began getting clear. They stopped the drugs, they stopped the medication, they stopped the tests, and they began giving fruits and vegetables. I think we have a couple of videos of someone had bipolar, someone had depression. For the most part, it goes away. Impossible to have a bad day. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. So then it's turning to the positive side of the picture.
Let's look at the positive side. Yay, positive side.
Yay to the positive side.
Okay.
Okay, so fasting ensures the following benefits. It gives the vital organs a complete rest.
Okay, it gives the vital organs a complete rest.
Yeah.
Therefore, there's no energy spent on digestion. The body will heal itself. Listen to these words. Listen to these words very carefully. The body heals not because of, but in spite of, if you're taking different modalities of healing. Different, like herbs, colonics, what have you. Whatever it is, the body heals in spite of, not because of. I really like that line. In spite of, not because of. You get that?
Yeah.
Fasting is the best way. Body's the only thing that heals itself. Period. That's it. Good.
Yeah. Okay, so fasting stops the intake of food which may decompose in the intestines and poison the body.
Okay, say for example, the food that had the meal that girl had yesterday morning. It was oil, it was beets, seaweed, and salt. That stays in your system hours.
Yeah.
The average American meal stays in your system hours. If you're eating meat and bread, which is a typical meal, that stays in your system hours. And then that's one meal. What about the next meal? What about the next meal? So your body, and you see it all the time, that's why people have all this fat. Fat is actually a good thing. What that does is stores the excess waste until the body has a time to break it up. That's why you go on a raw food diet, it's easy to lose 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds, 60 pounds. That's why I have very little fat on me, I think. Don't show my legs.
He does have skinny legs.
I do have skinny legs. But they're pretty muscular though.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
skinny legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so fasting empties the digestive tract and disposes of putrefactive bacteria.
That's the key. How much time we have left? We're still good?
11:25.
Okay, we've got minutes. Okay, hurry up.
Okay.
You can't go more than 12. It's 13. Just go like that. Good.
It gives the organs of elimination an opportunity to catch up with their work and promotes elimination.
It gives the organs a chance to heal themselves. That's the key. There's no energy spent on digestion. That's the key to fighting any disease, whether it's AIDS, whether it's cancer, whether it's breast cancer, whether it's colitis, whether it's Crohn's, whether it's bipolar, whether it's depression. It doesn't really matter. The body will heal itself. Do you get it? Yes.
It reestablishes normal physiological chemistry and normal secretions.
Okay, reestablish. Once the body has a complete rest, the body will heal itself. One cell, there's 75 trillion cells, does 100,000 functions per second. One cell, the 75 trillion cells, has more wisdom than the world today. It's beyond. One cell of the 75 trillion cells, it has enough information to fill 400 Bibles. Next.
It promotes the breaking down and absorption of exudates.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Deposits diseased tissues and abnormal growths.
It breaks down abnormal growths. It breaks down any tumors, any fungus, any warts that you have in your skin, any psoriasis, any acne. All that stuff, the body will break it down. You got that for AIDS, for whatever, doesn't really matter. Someone has psoriasis on the legs. They go on a fast for 15, 20 days. All that will disappear. Someone has acne, that will disappear. This is the key. But fasting, you have to build yourself up for fasting. I do not recommend it unless you have at least 6 months to 8 months or 9 months of raw food. Otherwise, it's just too harsh on the system. And then once you change, we gotta get, one more thing.
It restores a youthful condition to the cells and tissues and rejuvenates the body.
That means at the age of 63, you'll be a young stud. That means 40 years from now, she'll be a young woman. Anyway, we've got to say bye. 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 Bye.